Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Middle-earth Madness. We're here for Fight 1. I'm the Madness Maestro. I am joined by David and the Bracket Bouse. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to have some fights.
We out here.
We out here, let them know. Fight 1, Eonwë, Bannerman of Manwë of the Valar. He is the mightiest of the Maiar in Tolkien. He's squaring off against not one of the more mighty of the halflings, Peregrine Took of the Shire. Not much needs to be said here, but just to familiarize everyone with the graph, you can tell just at a glance the green line is Eonwë, the blue line is Pippin. There are a couple advantages that Pippin has over Eonwë in the battle stats here. Think of these like Madden stats, right? These are the stats that will drive the battle engine and determine our outcome. So, advantages to Pippin, accuracy. He can hunk rocks with the best of them. He's rather elusive. He's more elusive, in fact, than Eonwë. So, it's going to be hard to get hits on him. He's relatively agile, but that's washed out by Eonwë because so is he, right? So, but what you'll find is that if Eonwë does land blows, Peregrine Took just has almost no ability to withstand that, right? He's got low armor. He's a hobbit at the end of the day, right? So, and his stats reflect that. So, without further ado, let us fight. First blow for Eonwë. Misses. Then Pippin misses. They're engaging successfully. Oh, Eonwë hits successfully and wounds. A slight smite. So through just 3 rounds, Eonwë 100 to Pippin 75 in health points. Pippin gets a hit, but it fails to do any damage. Looks like Pippin is mostly throwing rocks here. He doesn't want to get too close. Eonwë attacks again with enchanted blades, but fails to hit. They're going. Oh, he tries again. Draws blood. A serious wound, heavily healed. Just like that, Peregrine Took is on the ropes. Oh, but just like that, he scores a hit. Again, it fails to do much damage. 96 to 2 through 8 rounds. Eonwë strikes again and slays Peregrine Took.
Oof.
End of fight.
It was a very slight hit, but it was enough to finish him.
It was. And so that's about what we'd expect in a 1-16
No surprises
match.
there, right?
No real
the
surprises
first hobbit
there.
down. Poor Pippin.
Yes. So, Eonwë, as you'd expect, is not one to be trifled with.
Gandalf would be happy.
Gandalf would be very happy. You fool of a Took. Cast yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. All right. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back with the next fight shortly. Until the next battle, remember, as Professor Tolkien says, you can only come to the morning through the shadows. And where there is life, there is always hope. You're never out of the fight.
All right. Sorry, everyone. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there for a second there. It is our first stream, so bear with us. But that was an interesting fight between good old Pippin and the winner there. Adam, you want to take it away?
Yeah, we're back in black, so we're good to go. The next fight... It isn't coming for a couple minutes here, but we're getting.
So Anway stomped Pippin there, as expected, right? I mean, 116. I don't think none of in our bracket preview shows, no one had Pippin winning, so that's pretty standard. This is our next fight: Elendil versus Elodin. Hey.
Yep, and this one promises to be a little bit more competitive. I mean, if any of you guys that follow actual March Madness know that the 1s and 16s, I mean, twice in history has a 1 ever beaten a 16, but it is an important part of the tournament just because, you know, Eowyn slew the Witch King after all. The most unlikely creature imaginable was the one that destroyed the ring. So just as it is a big part of Tolkien, it's also happened in March Madness, right? When Mary Hardin or UMBC beat Virginia a couple years ago, and Purdue lost last year to a 16 seed, but not this time for Pippin.
You know, I actually didn't know that it's only happened twice.
There you go. Yeah. In hoops anyway. Maybe a little more often in Tolkien. So yeah, this one is going to be a lot better though.
Yeah, so in the bracket preview, I picked Elodin. We put up a little bit of a poll just on our brand new Facebook and Instagram pages of this fight specifically because it's very close, you know, in the 8-9. So, yeah, very intriguing fight here. We'll see. And they have similar sounding names.
They do. Easy to confuse these two. So, yeah, let's see. Let's get some.
Also, what's up, Santi? How are you?
Yeah,
good.
Welcome, Santi, to fight number 2.
I did not want to, interrupt.
No sweat, man.
No, you didn't miss the massacre of Pippin. That was expected. So yeah, no worries. And then we had I had a technical issue here, and I held everyone up. So, anyways, now we're all good. Train is on the rails. So here we go, Elendil.
Yeah, so you saw in fight 1, Anway beat Pippin. I just want to show folks the bracket here. This is where we're at. Big picture. The winner of this next fight will face Anway in round 2.
Right. Anway beat Pippin there. Peregrine, as it says. Yeah.
Only one of the mightiest of the Maiar. So
quick.
Good luck fixing AOA.
Yeah.
Just the 4 of us. Quick picks.
Yeah. Who do you guys got?
Predictions here for this fight.
Let's go with Elendil.
Interesting. You always
are both of these guys elves?
No, we have a Numenorian Elendil against a half-elven Elladan, son of Elrond.
I always go. I go all elves all the time. Okay. Hey, Josh, your camera's on.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Do you want him to turn his camera off, Adam?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
And
so
we are
excited to see this stuff, man. Sorry I'm so late to the game.
No worries, man. We are about to launch Fight 2. So everyone kick back and relax and enjoy the Mortal Kombat.
Elves win. Watch.
Let us fight.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And so it begins. And we have no picture. Lovely. What is going on? Okay, 1 second, folks. I gotta figure out what's up. There we go.
The black cloud of Mordor.
Do we have picture?
Yes.
We have picture. That's
We
amateur
have
hour.
picture.
Yeah, out here.
All right, sweet. Let's try this again. Looks like Eladon.
It's smaller than before. Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Eladon had the first fight, her first strike. Fails to hit. Elendil, same thing. We're fighting. Okay, they're going back and forth.
Ooh, hit.
Ooh, Elendil, slight smite. Elendil with the 20-ish point lead here through 5 rounds. All right, we got Elendil engaging, failing to hit. We have Eladon attacking and missing. Oh, another hit by Elendil. Tink! Not much damage there. Oh, but it's still a fight. It's still a fight. Don't count Eladon out yet. Tink! All right, hits but doesn't wound. He's going to have to do better than that. All right, Eladon's using Narsil, but he failed to engage. You cannot wound if you do not engage. Eladon's forced to use his less favorable weapon, which is his Blade of Rivendell. See, he would prefer to stand back at range and shoot arrows.
Apparently, that's not been working, though.
It's not working for him yet. Oh, did we speak too soon? Nope. Tink! Off the armor. Elendil again coming at it. Not
Elendil is heavy armor.
Oh, Elendil, what? Slight smite.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
It is evening up. Okay, we got Elendil coming back now. Tink, decimal type damage. Dunedain bow misses. They're dancing. They're dancing. They're still dancing. They're getting tired. Through 24 rounds, we still have Elendil with the slight lead.
Don't say
Their
slightly,
cardio is
say-
impeccable.
Yeah,
Their
less
cardio
damage,
cannot be pegged.
better health. 72 to 66 on the health.
Oh, another wound by Elendil, but not significant. Oh, we might have an epic battle here. Oh, look at this. Eladon takes the lead.
Big hit.
The Elven
Dang.
bow pierces
Critical
the armor.
strike.
Striking but failing to penetrate.
Dude, this is a true 8-9.
True 8-9
Yeah,
matchup.
it is.
ladies
Through
and gentlemen.
8-9. I have no idea. Yeah.
Through 38 rounds, we're pretty even. Oh, and now we have Eladon with another shot. Eladon
Yes!
advances. Elendil
Now
has
that
been
was
slain.
that was a slain hit. So even if he hadn't been wounded, that would have taken him from complete health to death in one hit.
Woo!
Whew, man, he held his own, and see, that's the thing. That's the thing that we'll see with archers sometimes. That's the power of ranged combat, especially with these elves. Is they are fell from distance.
Dude, shot through the heart.
Eyeball, probably knowing those Numenorians and their fate.
Yeah, man. So that was a good one. That was much closer than the first round.
Yeah, it was. Hashtag Team Elf.
Team half elf against the also technically half elven Numenorians. So that, yeah, I don't quite know how to
that's
break that one down.
Also, team range versus team melee.
Yeah. Yep.
Now I have a feeling that Eladin could give Anway a run for his money next round. I'm fast forwarding a bit here, but dang.
Yeah. So we will have an
Another-
Eladon Aernway matchup in the next round.
Hey, so sorry I missed the first one. How did A&away manage against one of the against what was it, Pippin?
Oh, it was a massacre.
Oh my gosh!
7, 8 rounds, something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like death. All right, cool.
Pretty much. He was literally
Hard
hunting rock.
practice.
He tried to use his barrow white blade once, but he didn't want to get too close to Aernway. And so he hunked about 6 rocks, and then Aowe slew him.
Because he's poor,
Yep.
right? Because he's poor and he's only got rocks.
There you go. All right, so Yeah, you guys digest that one for 1 second. I'm going to go off and find our next battle here.
I love how epic it was.
It was rather epic.
True 8-9. Like we were saying, stats don't lie. These guys, it was a fair fight.
Let's get him to pause a little bit right before each battle because there's some expert commentary that comes up, and some of them, like when you have two heavily armored guys, it goes, "Wait, there's so much defense here. We're going to be here a while."
Yeah,
stuff like that. Those
nice.
pre-game comments kind of give you a flavor. Yeah,
Nice.
That's definitely true. How did Aeon Wei
I
do
like
the
the
killing
music.
blow, by the way?
Do what?
I was just trying to figure out, was the killing blow by Aeon Wei a melee attack or was it ranged?
I believe it was melee.
Oh.
Yeah, that went by quick though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one seems like it didn't matter if it was melee or ranged. It was probably powerful enough to, do what was necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, sometime
Exactly.
offline, I can show you the histograms of how much damage each of those things do. We worked on it, made sure the histograms look good. Talk about nerdy.
Awesome. Yeah.
Theoden versus Fingolfin.
Could we get a rare upset here? Because that would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't think so.
13-4.
I don't think so. Because
not
Fingolfin
happening.
might not
Theoden without a
happen.
horse.
Yeah, he doesn't have his horse. This is true.
His horse's name is Snowmane.
Snowmane, indeed.
Sassafras. Sassafras is the horse's name.
Sassafras.
Take the overlay off, and we are good to go.
Yeah, so here is the pregame for our next fight, which isn't due to air until half past, if that kind of thing matters for sticking to schedule. But yeah, it's
you
another...
mean that we had that little delay and we're still ahead of schedule?
Yeah, like it's nothing.
Awesome. That's because thanks to Aeon Wei, right?
Thanks to Anway. Yep. Thanks to his butt kicking.
Anway saved us some time.
Saved us some time. Yeah.
This is a rare pregame one. Look at this. The green line's ahead of the blue line everywhere. That is unusual. Or saying it the other way, all the red bars go up. There's nothing you can point to that Theoden is better at. So it's just going to have to be a lucky shot.
Indeed. Yeah, I guess they're tied on dexterity, and that's not going to cut it. Yeah, but hey.
That matches with a 14-3, though.
Yeah. Hey, look, and there's the comment we were saying. Lots of defense here. We may be here a while. I don't really understand that. Is Theoden heavily armored?
Well, it's usually if you can't engage, if both characters have decent agility and elusiveness, it tends to draw out the battle a little bit. In addition to the armor and toughness. So Theoden's just oof. Let's just say I would not pick this 14-3 in my bracket, knowing that Fingolfin tangled with Morgoth himself and wounded him.
I was
Fingolfin
and all you have to
wielding
know is
Ringi.
first age against third age.
Pretty much. Yeah. But look, it's and for our viewers, like it's important to, you can't say it enough. This simulator is we built it as closely model real Tolkien as possible, which means it is possible. And we've seen it happen in the practice rehearsals and simulations, in 200-fold testings where we clash these guys against each other hundreds of times. It does happen. 14s do beat 3s at the percentages that you'd expect. But this is a single elimination tournament, one combat. And so your odds are something, ridiculously small. But you're telling me there's a chance.
Well, the nice part about it, of course, being a single elimination type of a tournament, is that it does heavily favor the underdogs, right? Because if it were like best 2 out of 3, or if it was like, double seeded, right? Then you'd probably not see, Theoden win likely as much.
Right.
Hey, this is a family podcast. This is the family podcast. Don't say Nazi.
Oh.
Tricky.
I was gonna say to Santi's point, we all have nicknames for each other. Everyone will get used to that. But this first round is going to be, again, it's based off a seeded bracket where there are going to be, like, some of these matchups to some Tolkien fans might seem like, why the hell, obviously someone's going to win over, but that's kind of the point of the first round. Just wait until it gets to, whatever we want to call it, the Sweet 16 and so forth. It's going to be a lot more. And that's just kind of the nature of a bracket like this. We have
exactly
64 characters. So patience.
Yep.
What did Treebeard say? Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty, little orcs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, T-minus 2 minutes until the next battle. Any other thoughts on this one? Any other enlightenment we can offer the good folks?
To be completely honest with you, my kid came up to me for a second. I had to go on mute. But we were talking about Theoden's armor. I just wanted to ask about his shield. I don't remember the name of it, but does he have a shield, I suppose, built in?
He does. The Rohirrim all, and that's baked into the armor stats. He has decent, as a king.
Spear.
Say again.
And a spear as well, perhaps.
No, he has his sword Hedogrim. First line of the readout here. Fingolfin prefers melee with Ringil. Theoden prefers melee with Hedogrim. It doesn't mean they won't be forced to use their ranged weapons. Sometimes, based on battlefield conditions, they are forced, and you'll see that in the readouts as well, to use their ranged weapons.
It says it right there, 93.5 in this case.
Oh, so they're going
to
heavily favor, both heavily favor melee.
By the way, this Rohan logo is probably my favorite of all of the faction logos.
I love the green color.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, it's time to rock and roll here, hey?
It is time to fight. Let us fight. Fingolfin against Theoden. Theoden, with the first strike here, fails to hit.
Let's go, Theoden. Let's go.
Likewise, Fingolfin.
Never know.
Here we go, human. Here we go.
All right. Through 6 rounds, they're dancing. Glancing blows. Oh, the first blow goes to Theoden. 5 points damage.
Barely damaged, though.
Oh, miss. Attacks and miss. Swings and misses. Hedogrim misses. Ringil misses. They fail to engage. They also fail to engage. Uh-oh. Fingolfin with a stroke. A deadly stroke. Decapitatio.
Woo!
Death blow.
Wow. It takes 1 hit.
Yes. All you need is 1.
That's why they call him a one-hit wonder.
Push-up.
All you need is one cock push-up. That's it.
And I believe it said that in the pregame. If Fingolfin lands a good blow, that can happen.
Yes.
That was rad. That was a short fight too, man.
Yep. Not close. I mean, look, you're dealing with a first age elf lord, and you're dealing with an old Rohirrim who's been poisoned by Saruman. I'm thinking it makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it
Well,
almost feels
what doesn't
like-
kill you makes you stronger, right? So.
well, in this case, he's dead. But
Exactly.
In this case, it did kill you.
There's no getting stronger.
That's right. So it looks like Fingolfin marches on. He'll get the winner of Eärendil and Boromir. Now, I think, just a hunch, I don't have data to back this up, but I did pick the Boromir Eärendil upset in the 11-6 there. And I recalled being mocked, probably rightly so, by my friends here on the panel for that selection. Eärendil, of course, you might recall in the first stage, he sailed Vingilot, the flying ship, with the power of the Silmaril, and he slew Calagon the Black. And in slaying the mightiest dragon ever to have sailed the skies, the fall of the beast shattered Thangorodrim. So we're talking a big dragon, extra big. Makes Smaug look like what am I trying to say? An Eichhörnchen.
And he is in our tournament.
Cupcake.
That dragon is in our tournament. What? Like a 2 seed?
Yeah.
He is, yeah, and Calagon's a 2 seed.
We got a
And
double
Caligan-
XL versus a medium.
Yeah.
I feel like that last fight was just a little bit more like Fingolfin, like testing out data and like, let's see what you got. And then
Yeah.
as soon as he landed just a tiny little hit.
He,
like, all right.
he lands the first blow. Only 4 damage, though. It's not going to do
Yeah.
it. And then they dance and dance and dance and fail to engage, fail to hit. Classic sword fight, you know. But one hit, man.
Yeah, it
Or-
seemed like a stab to the throat or something like that, right?
Decapitation.
Yeah, it's like when your older brother kind of eggs you on to fight you, and he's like, give me your best shot, and you give it to him, and he laughs you off, and then just like, ruins your night.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm a younger
Neither.
brother, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
wouldn't know,
gonna-
would you, David? Yeah, David wouldn't know.
Yeah, I always won. I'm just kidding.
The notice that neither guy ever had to go to his weaker tool.
Yeah, and that was forecast by the computer, like 90%.
Well, forecast because they both want melee anyway.
Interesting.
But anyway, yeah.
Yep.
Later on,
Hey.
as you get deeper in, a guy who has both tools will do better because of that, right?
Definitely. Your Faramir, he's always the one I think of that is almost completely balanced. But we did have one in Elladan sort of like that in the last fight.
When's Faramir fighting? Do you know off the top of your head this week?
Oh, I can check while you guys speak. Yeah, I'll find out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Faramir.
I'm excited for that.
Tomorrow night at 9 against Smaug.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, that's a tough battle.
Tough draw for one of our favorites.
Yeah.
I think what you meant to ask was, when is Faramir's last fight?
Yeah,
That's-
that's it. Yeah.
No, but you're going to see the dragons. The dragons have strengths and they have weaknesses. If you can hit their weakness, you can slay them.
Yeah.
Is it the balls?
Dragon balls.
Dragon balls?
Yeah.
Dragon balls.
Balls, yeah.
I always wondered what that thrush was whispering in Bard's ear, you know?
Aim at the balls. So, what's our next fight?
The next fight is Boromir against Eärendil.
Ooh, okay. I can't remember. I need to look at my bracket. Did I pick? I don't think I picked Boromir, but I'm rooting for him. It's one of those type deals, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. And Eärendil, being the father of the half-elven race, of Idriel and Tuor of Gondolin, his sons were Elrond and Elros. Elros chose to be a man. Elrond, of course, chose to be an elf and remain immortal, and we see a lot of him in the Third Age. But Eärendil, he wasn't much of a warrior. He was a mighty mariner. It sailed all around, the spheres of the inner and outer seas. It's reminding me right now of Shogun. It's a great show that's airing right now. But it's what Anjin the sailor was trying to tell Toranaga. He's like, dude, I don't command musketeers. I'm not an army general. I'm a navy captain. Right? And so I don't know. Erendil was the kind of the same way. He fought once that we ever see in Tolkien. He might have fought a little bit off the page, protecting the retreat down to the havens, right, to meet Círdan and to sail, right, to get his ship. But really, we only see him in the War of Wrath, sailing on his flying ship Vingilot, wielding the Silmaril, and with the help of Thorondor and the Eagles, taking down Ancalagon. So, yeah, we had a devil of a time trying to build his battle stats because of that, I'll just say. Which is a really long way of saying Boromir's got a chance in this one. Because it's this one, these 6-11s are close in any tournament, right? But particularly here, I'd be surprised if we didn't have an 11/6 upset.
I'd love it. Let's see. Hey,
what does the forecast say?
Let us see. Pray, computer, what say you regarding forecast? The computer doesn't have an answer for us. We're gonna have to wait.
And while we're waiting for the computer to do that, if you want to see an upset, make sure to smash that like button.
Heck yeah!
Boom. Absolutely, it's going to happen.
You have you have to do it.
Well said indeed.
Shameless plug.
When the officer asks you where did it touch you, you have to say the like button. It touched me right in the like button.
Exactly.
FTP.
All right, so I finally have your answer here from the computer. It's behind our overlay. Cool. So,
yay!
It's going to be Eärendil against Boromir.
Ooh, this looks fun. There's a lot of places where Boromir can do some damage.
Exactly. This is more
you see it at a glance.
So again, just real quick, for those that may not be used to looking at this, at what we have here on the screen, bottom right hand, this chart here, the character in green is always, you could say, the favored or the higher seed. The character in blue is the lower seed. The advantage and or disadvantage is based on the higher seed, right? So if it's negative, that's bad for the higher seed. If it's positive, it's good for the higher seed.
And in later rounds, that can flip. You know what I mean?
Sure.
In the first round, it's everything you just said. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at this. 87% of the time they get their way with their weapon. 13% of the time they'll be forced to go to their weaker one. So that throws upset possibilities into life also.
Yep, for sure. And also interesting, Eärendil is going to prefer ranged combat with the Silmaril. Boromir, of course, he wants to use sword and shield, Sword of Minas Tirith. Both of them have pretty good agility. They should be able to engage each other.
Of course, his Horn of Gondor can't do much because he can't call for help in this situation. He has to do it himself, right?
Indeed.
So,
yeah, it looks
but
like
as you'll see, so for Boromir here, if you scroll down to the piercing, his ranged weapon is the Horn of Gondor. He actually doesn't have a ranged weapon. And so what's baked in here is, his piercing is very low. It's 40.
Interesting.
But he has
drum or
95%. Yeah, he will hit because it's the Horn of Gondor, right? So it's not much of a ranged weapon. He blows it and it kind of stuns the other guy, and then he basically tries to attack melee. because he's not going to hurt you with that ranged stuff.
I think this is actually going to be a much more even fight than it looks, just because of the
another thing is, you know, if you look at the graphs there, you say, okay, well, the green guy has more piercing than the blue guy, right? Hence the red bar there on the piercing one, right? But that's not actually what's relevant. What's relevant is what's your piercing against the other guy's, whatever it is. Adam, help me.
Armor, I assume.
Yeah, not deflection. Yeah, deflection. So that is in the words up there. Arendelle should be able to engage. Arendelle should be able to make wounds damaging. Blah blah blah. I don't see a single one where it says Boromir, you know what I mean, has an advantage. If you look at it that way, right? In other words,
looking at it that way. Mm-hmm. So he's going to be able to use his sword about 87% of the time. Yeah, like you said, it's 13. It'll be curious to see if he loses based on being forced into a situation where he's got to blow his horn and it doesn't really work. And then Arendelle basically gets a make it, take it, Silmaril blast and ends it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this new horn information really terrifies me from my favorite character, Helm Hammerhand, obviously. He doesn't have any ranged weapons either. If it's a horn,
he has a range.
My favorite character is doomed.
What? But Josh.
Yes.
You don't need a horn. You don't need any range when you're Helm Hammerhand, man. You throw yourself at the enemy.
You say, "Hey, come here."
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's the Dan Campbell. He's the Dan Campbell of these characters. It's like, well, all we need if we lose our legs, we're gonna bite their ankles off. All we need is a hope and a dream, and we're gonna.
And then bite the other kneecap.
And then bite the other kneecap, you know?
Mm-hmm. Make another kneecap just to bite it.
Collect all your kneecaps in a pile. Smile at them. You know, stuff like that.
Love Dan Campbell.
Yes. All right. It's go time, guys. Let's see if Boromir can pull the first upset of the Ultimate Tournament.
Boromir.
Take it away.
Still love the lead in.
Arendelle versus Boromir. 6 versus 11. In the Ultimate Tolkien Tournament. Let us fight. Arendelle, right off the bat, is forced to use his less favorable weapon, and he uses the Wind Lance of Vingelot. Unsuccessful. He misses. Boromir comes at him with the first hit. A massive hewing blow.
Whoa.
Advantage Boromir.
Let's go.
Can Arendelle recover? Or does he do?
Doom.
As the Silmaril, after all. He's going to keep it interesting. It's not over. Boromir comes at him again. Tink! Off the armor. Arendelle misses. Boromir
Find an opening.
Arendelle hits, but no damage.
Find an opening.
Boromir swings.
Roll.
Hits.
Roll.
Oh,
wow.
Let's go, Boromir.
Oh, he didn't even lose any health.
And he is the first non-elf to catch a win today, right?
First non-elf.
It's true.
First
non-Maya.
Also,
Maiar.
Perfect battle.
Dude.
Flawless victory.
Yeah, flawless victory.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so
2 very serious wounds, which
the
together.
greatest warrior of Gondor, clearly.
Wait, say that one more time.
Everyone underestimated the greatest warrior of Gondor, clearly. Wow.
Yes.
He is quite a beast.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know that from Buffme, right? I mean, he was arguably the best the best player in Buffme. I'm sorry, not Buffme, but Minis. I'm sorry. What's the proper name of Minis?
Middle Earth strategy battle game, right? So we refer to it as Minis because they're miniature models, right? A lot of Lord of the Rings fans might know about the Middle Earth strategy battle games. It's Games Workshop. It's the Warhammer version of Lord of the Rings. But he was also very fell in Battle for Middle Earth as well, as you referred to as Fifth Man, as we used to call it. The acronym. So that was surprising. Wow. I mean, maybe not the defeat, the upset, but the fact that it was so dominant for an 11 seed. Wow. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very surprised. That was 2 hits, man. 2. Dude's got some power.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, no doubt. And again, not totally unforeseeable, but I definitely wouldn't have guessed a flawless game in 10 rounds.
Yeah, you wouldn't think he would go away with not a scratch on him.
It's also strange. Right before the game, we were saying, does it give me the ring, Frodo? Yeah, right before the match, we were saying, what if Boromir ends up in the situation where he's forced to use his ranged weapon, which sucks. It's the Horn of Gondor. It really doesn't do much damage. It kind of stuns, right? And the exact same thing happened, but it happened to Eärendil using not the Sir Mariel. He was using his Wind Lance, and he fails, and then Boromir just comes after him and deals a massive hewing blow. Austin says, Boromir or Eddard Stark, eh? Game of Thrones reference. I don't know if he means that Eärendil... I never mind, I got it. I got you, Austin. Yep. Same
He's
actor.
Talking about characters.
Yeah, same actor.
Yeah. Well, hey, for once he didn't die, right?
Yes. Although, I don't know, just looking ahead at who he might have in the next round here in the Beleriand region. He's getting Fingolfin. Only a matter of time, Eddard.
I got Fingolfin at prom.
Yes.
What's our next fight? Who's up next on the chopping block?
Yes. Should be, we'll move down to the Mordor region and Sauron against Samwise Gamgee.
Say that one more time. What region is it?
Excuse me? Did you say Samwise versus Sauron?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Sam is going to win.
I can feel the anticipation building already.
It's the power of the walk.
Even now, the terror is welling up inside of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Cast iron needs some seasoning.
Oh, dude. That cast iron pot, man. Ugh.
Yep. You guys feeling the upset based on the wielding of the cast iron pot?
Oh, well, I've said it before, and, make fun of me. But of all the ones... yeah, hey. Screw you, Santi.
Wait, I didn't even laugh. What did you say me for?
No, but no, I do think that of all the 116s, the 4 116s, the Sam Sauron is more possible than now.
Dude, Sam was a hoss, in his own right.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, dude, he played for Notre Dame.
So we're doing the actors thing again. Yeah. Sean Austin, he did. Yeah, he played for Notre Dame. Rudy. And Nathan says he's watching Lord of the Rings right now. Good man. Good
Nathan
man.
Lacey.
I wish I was.
Heck yeah,
Nathan
man.
Lacey.
Haven't seen you in forever.
Me neither. Is he muted? I can't see.
This guy's awesome.
He
just commented here. Yeah,
joining via chat. How you doing, Shanae? Hope all's well, ma'am. I should probably queue up the next fight in the battle engine, shouldn't I?
Well, yeah, but tell him first. Tell him to look at the thing. Nathan,
oh, nice.
Nathan, check this out. Boromir won, even though he's 11 seed.
Yeah.
First upset of the tourney there. That's a good one. That one feels good, I think, to a lot of folks because, both because of name recognition, but I think also because just in the stories. Maybe I'm just speaking personally here, but Boromir's such an underrated dude. I think just because of he's known more for his last screw up in his last moment, well, second to last moments, right? He avenges himself a little bit by protecting Merry and Pippin with a giant pile of Uruk-hai. I'd say he went down swinging in an honorable way, obviously, but before that he tries to take the ring from Frodo, and he's known more for that and not for all the things he did to get the Fellowship that far to begin with, right? All right, I'm just. Do we lose our panel? Is everyone here?
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
All right, gotcha. Our next fight tonight is Sauron Gorthaur against Samwise Gamgee, as previously stated here.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? All right, so we can see what the computer thinks here. In the battle engine, we've got, a pretty foreseeable, advantage across the board here for Sauron. But like David said, I mean, look, you do have some advantages for Sam in this one. He wins on dexterity. They're even on accuracy from ranged. Sam is a little better in valor. I mean, Sam, he's really not afraid of anything.
Except for being hungry.
He fears being hungry, indeed. Yeah, and, Sauron, look, he's a beast across the board here. But in terms of valor alone, he's not elite, right? He was very cautious, I would say, certainly in the Third Age, less so in the First Age, if you know the Silmarillion, and back when he was known as Gorthaur. He was more on the front lines doing more of Morgoth's dirty work. We kind of average those Third Age versus First Age versus Second Age, all the versions of Sauron, and he washes out as in sort of mid-80s in valor. So Sam gets a 4-point advantage there. Again, it's not likely here, guys, but it is possible. It's possible, and we've seen it happen in the simulations.
Let's go, Sam!
Go on, Sam. Plus, he has that 9 advantage in dexterity. I'm sure the throwing the seasoning on the pan or rocks.
It's a blackened pan, so it's like heavier than a normal pan.
Rabbits.
He throws it on the grill. That's what he does.
Yeah, Sati, the
Boil them,
dexterity
mash them, stick them in the stew.
is a good point.
Boil them,
Because
mash them, stick them in the stew.
boil them, mash them, stick in the stew. I'm looking at the top line here in the readout, and it's saying Sauron prefers ranged combat with his necromancy, and Sam prefers ranged combat with his rock throw. He does have a barrow-white blade in addition to the frying pan. So, but the reason I bring that up though is since Sauron prefers ranged, and one of Sam's strength, as Santi was saying, is in dexterity, which is avoiding ranged blows. I don't know. Maybe you look for him to survive a couple rounds longer because of that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he does. He's really good at dodging or, hiding, as hobbits do.
He could dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Yeah,
I think against most opponents, Sam would prefer to use his blade. It's because of certain attributes of Sauron that he's afraid to.
Oh yeah, good point too.
So I guess maybe in Sam's view, if you can dodge a wrench, then you can dodge necromancy, hopefully.
That's what they say.
So I'm catching up with you with the comments here. I'm sure we can find a way to beam Nathan in here.
Send him the
totally.
link.
There's I don't know how to send just him a message.
For me while I load the next fight.
Yeah.
I think you have to. I think you have to bounce out to the studio.
He has to have the link, or else how could he be talking to us?
We'll figure it out. We got you, Nathan. Give us a minute here. Battlefield conditions here favoring Sauron, so they're going to use their preferred weapon 86% of the 87% of the time, basically. Again, overwhelming odds to Sauron, as you'd expect.
Yeah, hard to say who that favors, really.
All right, let's show folks the Mordor region before we kick off the fight here. This is the first fight of the Mordor region, bottom left of the bracket. And so we have Sauron against Samwise. The winner will play the winner of Scatha against Gwaihir. All right. Showtime.
So everyone voted the Hobbit, right? Everyone chose the Hobbit to do an upset, right?
Is that who we're picking?
Hands down, yeah.
Always.
Bold decision. Let us fight. The first fight of the Mordor region. Sauron against Samwise. Sauron attacks first with necromancy but misses. Sam comes back throwing rocks, misses. Another miss with the black mace. Another miss, hunking rocks unsuccessfully.
It's like throwing a rock at a
Sauron
moose.
misses. Oh, a hit by Sam, but it fails to do any damage. A hit by Sauron. Oh, slight smite. Through 7 rounds, Sauron 100, Sam 78.
Just a light necromancy.
Sam's hanging on. He's at least dodging some blows here, okay? That's what we can say for him, but he's not doing any damage yet.
0 damage.
0 damage. Oh, another hit by Sauron!
Oh,
heavily hewn. Tremendous advantage by Sauron Gorthauer.
some real salt in the wound, if you know what I'm saying.
That's right. Oh, Sam. Another blow! This should do it. Slay!
Yeah!
And Sauron takes it with no problems.
Not a scratch on him.
Not a scratch on him.
Reminds me a lot of Boromir, you know?
Just
Yeah, you know, right here between round 2 and 3, he was forced to use his less favorable weapon, but, you know, as a 1 seed, his less favorable weapon is the Black Mace instead of Necromancy. So, yeah, it's just not enough of a disadvantage to matter.
Yeah, but that's something to keep in mind for future. See, in round 2 and round 12, he was forced to use, but it didn't end up hurting him because the other guy couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah. Yep.
So here's, I know that Saruman's evil, right? He's the epitome of evil. He is the evil incarnate and all that stuff. Does he feel bad after destroying Sam like this? I gotta know.
That's a great question. I'm gonna vote no. Sauron knows no sympathy. Would you call it sympathy? Empathy? You could argue Saruman does. We see a glimpse of that when he takes over the Shire. That's not in the movies, but in the books, you know, at the end in the scouting of the Shire, I don't know if you'd really even call that sympathy. He shows at least some. I mean, he could have slaughtered all the hobbits, I suppose, as Sharky, and he doesn't. You know, he enslaves them, though. He's not very nice. Sauron, I don't think there's any evidence that I know of that he knows anything but domination and obliteration.
Yeah, slavery's bad.
I can't even think of anything in the first stage either that would indicate any sort of moral compass for Sauron.
No. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that comes to he fakes it a lot. He's the master deceiver, right? He fakes it in the second age too against the Númenóreans, but I'm thinking of the scene in the Silmarillion where he entreats with Dagnir, I think, one of Barahir's rangers in Dorthonion, and he says, you know, I'll restore you to your wife. He thinks his wife is kidnapped by Sauron, you know, and Sauron, you know, entreats with him and says, hey, if you give up the secret location of the Rangers of Dorthonion, one of which is Beren, right? While Barahir is still alive, they're resisting Morgoth on the north marches up there. Yeah, he was totally lying, but then the way he justifies it, Sauron justifies his lie by saying, "See, I told you I would restore you with your wife," and then he, you know, decapitates the dude. Go where mortals go and see if you can find your wife now. So that's Sauron for you.
So not nice.
It sounds like a happy family reunion. I don't know.
Sounds like Disney World, huh? By the way, props to Nathan and Austin for hopping on chat, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and for our other viewers out there that may not know there isn't, it depends on what service you're using to stream. But yeah, use the chat function because we do see your comments coming through on our end, and we'll read them or show them as we can.
Yeah, this StreamYard's pretty handy. Like if the view that we have, we can see all the live chats and it tells us what link they're using. Like, is it through Facebook? Is it through YouTube? All that stuff. So super functional. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So we are in the Mordor region.
Yes. So the next fight is going to be Skatha against Gwaihir.
Ooh.
Not the
Hard to
cheese.
predict that one.
It's going to be a close one. They're 8 versus 9 seed, and I think was it last 8 versus 9 round that we saw the upset?
No, that was
11-6.
11-6.
No, that was 11-6. 8-9 went like 50 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on against LND.
I feel like Guahir is a fairly known character, but what about Skatha?
Yeah, Scotha, not so well known. This is the one dragon that appears in the appendices of the Lord of the Rings, so he's a third age character. He does not plunder a dwarven horde like pretty much every other third age dragon. There's not many. I mean, Smaug does it. The first age dragons, Glaurung plunders I guess an elven horde in Nargothrond. He plunders just about everything. And Caligon doesn't survive or fight long enough to plunder anything.
Logo is awesome.
Nathan!
Hey!
Welcome to the Ultimate Tolkien Tournament. Good to see you, man.
What's the word, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Not too bad.
How's it going, Mr. Box? Good to see you as well.
Yeah, man. We're just
Thanks, mate.
we're having some fun here, talking Lord of the Rings, talking Tolkien characters.
I'm loving it. I was gonna say
I'm in my Hobbit
derail
hole.
the whole thing. I don't want to derail the whole thing, but I was cracking up. So you mentioned Shanae. So that was for those who know Adam always loves to give nicknames for everyone. And so just the other day, me and my family, we were reminiscing about all of our nicknames. And mine was Shanae. The funny thing in this coming full circle, now that I'm an uncle, all of my nieces and nephews call me Nene.
We knew it was going to happen, man. It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
Awesome.
And what's funny is I didn't even inspire that. That was just what the little kids when they were little, they just called me Nene, and I was like, I love it. And my sister, she only calls me Nene now. That's all she does. It's fantastic.
Love it.
So the battle engine that we're using here might could use a defense contractor to tune it up before next year.
There you
go. That.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if only I knew how to do any software, then I could actually be useful with that.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's...
Oh, don't worry. You got me.
We built a simulator here, and it works for now. So we're rolling.
Yeah.
With it.
Very cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, dude. We were saying earlier, I don't think you were on yet. The old tabletop games that all of us used to play. There's the Warhammer.
Nathan still
overlay
paints.
that's-
He's so good. He's got his
Oh, dude.
kids painting. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, go ahead.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry,
what's-
but I see a
I'm
lot of
always struggling
Nathan's,
with.
like minis, like
No, I'm always struggling with what. to
yeah.
call
I
them.
see a
Like, I
lot
know
of
they're called
his like
Warhammer,
a lot of
Games
his
Workshop.
figures.
Yep, I do a lot of painting for D&D.
Yeah, sure,
And
just like
for-
models.
Yeah, and for competitions as well. And then I've also gotten into Star Wars Legion, which is like a Diet Coke, less insane version of Warhammer that's Star Wars themed, and it's freaking fantastic.
Dang.
Actually, my hat
super
right now
detailed.
is I'm wearing a Dungeon Master hat right now.
There you go. It's
Yeah. So yeah, I'm having a very nerdy night right now. I'm literally drawing maps for all-day session on Friday while watching Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. And over here, once I'm done with my maps, I've got the Dungeons and Dragons Lego set that just released today.
I love it.
I'm having a nerd day.
That was awesome.
Man, you're not gonna. You're in good company
Awesome.
on this channel, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was like, these are my people.
Yeah, man. Spread the word. I know your brother. I know your brother would like
Missing
this.
and miss you so much.
I miss you too, guys. Miss you guys too.
Yeah.
Quick word on your dad, okay?
He's doing great. He had his procedure on Thursday, and they were able to fix the aneurysm, and the doctor feels really good about it. So he's doing much, much better.
Dude, wonderful.
Yeah. So the fact that he had that crash and had a concussion, honestly, probably saved his life. Like, in all honesty.
Hindsight.
Otherwise, they would have had no idea that it was there. So that definitely,
that's
God looking out for him on that one. Feel very good about that. All right, but before we get back to it, this is driving us crazy. Remember all of the nicknames, Adam, that you gave us. I was Shanae, and we couldn't remember what Carol was.
Karar.
Karar. And what was
That's how you used to say your name, right? So you and Big Rug would walk around and just say, Karar, can you give me Big Rug? And he'd be like, it was Car. Brent didn't get a nickname. He was just Brent.
You just Brent, because David, you were Chuck, which I love, and I have a friend named Charlie who I call Chuck because of that. And I'm the only one who calls him that. And then Mackenzie, I couldn't remember Mackenzie's. Well, she was Bam Bam, right?
Larissa was Blab Blab. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Gidsy was either Cab Lad or Scamp.
Okay, Scamp. I couldn't remember that. Yeah, we were literally just talking about this like 2 weeks ago. We were like, what the heck was Mackenzie's name? We couldn't remember because we knew Larissa was Bam Bam and we just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
So
there's like 40 apiece.
I know, right? I couldn't remember. Didn't want to derail us real quick, but like I said, I was just David had sent me this invite earlier, and I'm glad the timing worked out that I'm able to call him for a minute. So
yeah, me too, man. And stick around in the studio if you want. Jump in here. We're gonna be here for a few more fights and same thing tomorrow night, man. So cool. Spread the word and enjoy. We try to keep it clean on here, but we don't always succeed. So I hesitate with the kids and everything like that.
Sorry, for sure.
I know I'm going to drop a bomb at some point, and it's probably not going to be good. But if we're filtering, and trying to keep it clean, apologies in advance.
My kids are in bed, so you don't have to worry about that for me.
Okay.
You got to run earmuffs,
Hey, man, by the way, I think I still have one of your Nazgul, Nathan, one of your Nazgul that you painted way back in the day. We came up there for a weekend or something to
I painted at your
whatever,
house?
To the lake house. And no, we came up there. Sorry, up to the lake house way back in the day, right? And you gave me one of your Nazgul, one of the little ones, the miniature, one that you painted, and I still have them.
It's funny you say that because
it's pretty awesome.
I didn't paint any of those when I was a kid. I still have a Nazgul, and let's see, I have a Nazgul, I have an elf.
Really?
I have a Nazgul, I have an elf with a glaive from the Battle of Mount Doom, and I have a generic woodland elf that I literally used as my character for D&D for 2 years that I got from you. So I definitely didn't paint the Nazgul. I thought you had painted those, and I gave you a toy, and we traded toys or something. Because now I'm scratching my head, though, because I know I didn't paint.
I don't know. I don't
The first
remember.
figure I ever painted was only like 5 years ago.
There's one that I definitely did not paint, and I always in my head, I was like, I'm pretty sure I got this from Nathan. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
I bet what it is you're remembering. I bet you're remembering giving me one because we traded. I feel like I have in my head that I gave you like a Boba Fett toy or something. Yeah. And you gave me a couple of painted figures is what I have in my head, but I just can't remember.
Oh, yeah, it might have been something like that.
Now we got to run. Yeah. Now we got to run that scenario. We got to run the scenario: Boba Fett versus Nazgul.
Oh, who's going to win? Fett, hands down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Come on, let's we got jetpacks, we got
alt characters in here that are with rings.
Some crossovers.
That's too funny. Plus, he's
used
to fighting
late
Jedi
here for our next battle, aren't we?
So we're good.
We're late, aren't we?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no apologies, man. We can rock and roll. Let's do this. Stick around, Nathan. We'll beam you back in or hang out backstage, whatever you want, man.
You're wonderful, man. No worries.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let us cue up the next fight, shall we? All right, so the next fight.
The next fight shall begin.
To remind everyone, we are talking about Gwahir against Skatha. Let us fight.
Go, Skatha.
let the fight
You did a
begin.
great game. Yeah, let's look at the stats here, or the skills.
Yes, indeed. Scatha against Gwaihir. 2 divine creatures here. Pretty even across the board is what you'd expect from an 8-9, right? Scatha's going to prefer range combat with Dragonfire. Gwaihir is going to prefer melee with his Windlord Talons. They're going to be able to use their preferred weapons 89, almost 90% of the time. Green line here is Scatha. He's got more advantages, but let's see if the key advantages might go in the direction of Gwaihir. He's got more stamina. He's got more magic. He's got more dexterity. He's got more accuracy for all the good it'll do him. They're mostly going to do... Gwaihir is mostly going to do melee. Okay, so he's got much better agility and elusiveness. That could prove to be the difference because Scatha is going to try to breathe fire here, and it's going to be hard to hit Gwaihir because of his agility and elusiveness, okay?
Yeah, but check out that Scatha armor.
True. Yeah, I mean, he is a dragon at the end of the day, and Gwaihir is not. All right, let the fight begin. Scatha first. Dragonfire hits but doesn't wound. Gwaihir attacks, doesn't wound. Dragonfire again misses. Gwaihir fails to engage with the Talons.
Let's go.
I'm rooting for Gwaihir.
Gwaihir lands the first blow. Second.
Nice.
Slay!
Oh!
Whoa.
What was that?
So much for the long fight.
What the heck?
Whoa.
What's this
Whoa.
80 armor all
What
about?
did he do?
What did he
Pissing cereal.
do?
What did he
That
do?
extreme
Windlord
Talons.
Talons. Gouges the eyes out.
Look at the jugular. Holy cow.
That
was
is
awesome.
highly unusual for an 8-9 to be over that quickly.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's got to be a rare one right there.
Yeah. We do see it in basketball too, though. It's just, sometimes your not close ones are close, and sometimes your supposedly close ones are not close, and this was not close.
Someone gets crushed.
Dude, that was
I gotta
wicked.
be honest. I'm a little biased.
see
I was
the
rooting for Gwaihir.
Hobbits
So
every once in a while slay.
Well, okay. I heard someone say they're a little biased. Say it again.
I'll say I'm a little biased. I was rooting for Gwaihir, so I'm very happy with the outcome. Gwaihir is one of my favorite characters in all of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, he's so cool. Yeah. Yep. Well, there you go. That one was for you, Nathan.
There you go. Just for me. I appreciate it.
You got it, man.
So Eagle Talons win over
Fire
Fire.
It would. Oops, wrong region.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, it would seem that way. So it looks like we're going to have Gwaihir against Sauron in the second round. Poor Gwaihir. But then again,
tough match.
as good as he just did, I mean, who knows? Who knows?
So does Gwaihir have like some incredible move or hit or some power that I'm unaware of?
Nope, it should all be baked into the stats there. And he does have pretty good stats, but I mean, not like he's middle of the road as a 9 seed. He's about 1 through 64 in the rankings. I'm gonna guess he's like 39th or 40th, something in there.
His elusiveness was through the roof, though.
True, but that should go towards defense. His agility is also through the roof, which helps. I mean, that agility is the skill that basically lets you engage the enemy. So we've seen it already in some fights where characters have a difficult time engaging the enemy, right? Your dice rolls that determine in the battle engine engagement are heavily reliant on your agility compared to the other characters, right? So it's
But still, I was expecting him to score lots and lots of small hits and take quite a while to kill the guy. A heavily armored dragon.
So I stepped away for a second, and it looks like Gwaihir got like a like a natural 20, like just like perfect dice roll?
Exactly, Hanti, and I'm glad you said that because that's a good opportunity to explain a little what's going on in the battle engine behind the scenes, and our battle engine boss can help us with this too. He's part of the panel tonight. Yeah, so basically what you see with that 100 point, we call them slain stroke. There's different strokes: heavily hewn, slight smite, tink, or just death stroke, slain, right? And you can land the slain ones, right? But what it does is think of the ping pong balls in a big ping pong ball machine on draft night, right? When you're randomly determining draft order in a lottery, you get more ping pong balls the higher your any given Madden skill is in the skills table, right? So if you have a 99, you're maxed out with ping pong balls on any given dice roll. So you basically get more dice.
That's not quite the way you want to think about it. It's
okay.
It's like so. Let's take ranged for example. I'm shooting at Adam. Okay, it's my accuracy versus his dexterity. Okay,
correct.
And it's the difference between those two numbers that determines how many ping pong balls I get.
Oh,
right. Right. So exactly. So I think we're saying the same things. Yeah, two ways to think about it, right? The bigger the differential is, because so if we're talking about Guahir's agility, the counter skill on defense for agility is elusiveness.
Which
and so
Scott wasn't great at.
Yeah. Which Scott, dragons suck at elusiveness. They're not elusive. So yeah, exactly. That would have been the differential. But again, that skill only determines engagement. I'm sorry, it's 1/3. It determines engagement, and it's 1/3 of the overall damage score at the end as well in the battle engine. So the way the algorithm sorts it through is, you can, if you roll triple snake eyes or whatever the mathematical equivalent is, you can get these 100-point kill shots. They do happen.
Yeah, and it makes sense now that y'all explained that the differential is where all those ping pong balls come into play, because the differential is extreme.
Yeah.
So, yes, but
it makes sense.
But that only got Guahir to touch him. Okay. From there, he has to pierce the armor. So then it's a whole different set of skills, which is the offensive guy's piercing against the defensive guy's deflection ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that goes through, then you got how much damage it was. And that's what was the upset, was the damage is a combined offensive ferocity, stamina, and magic against the defensive valor, toughness, and spirit. So 6 variables play into it. And but basically it's just you do the one magic ping pong ball. I mean, it's amazing.
He won the lottery on that turn.
Pretty much.
He won the lottery.
Wow.
Speaking of, it's like $1 billion now. So I guess we should all play.
You get your ticket?
Your dad once described it as the world's dumbest tax.
Or tax on stupid people.
Tax on stupid people. Mathematically incompetent people.
There you go. But I'm still putting in $5. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, both statements can be true.
Yeah, let's see if I can Guahir this. Man, I'm heavily biased against Finrod. I don't know the stories like y'all know the stories. Y'all love this guy.
All right, I gotta hop off, you guys, but it was great to see you guys, and this is awesome. And thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Oh, dude, anytime, my man.
Love you, man.
Thanks for nerding out with us, man.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, dude.
These are my people right here.
Welcome anytime.
Good to see you all, Box Clan, and new people who I don't know. Nice to see you as well. And we'll catch you guys around.
Sounds great, man. Take care.
Later, Nathan.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
And with that, Nathan has left the building. He's a good family friend of ours from way back. So, yeah, keep the chat active. Everyone who is watching the streams, we'll of course chop this up and get the videos on YouTube for on-demand viewing as well. But yeah, if I mean, we can beam in pretty much anyone as a guest if you have cool commentary and stuff like that. So just drop it in the chat. Our next fight, Finrod Felagund against Prince Imrahil of Dol Amroth.
Ooh, I do like Imrahil, but this one seems so like just a stacked one against him. I don't know.
Yeah. So again, yeah, 14.
Yeah, I love Imrahil as well. I hope his armor can stand up, but yeah, I don't know. Any elf with a name starting with F is dangerous.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Dude,
They
that's
use those fins. They use those fins.
They apparently do use the fins. Like that's your number one bracket filler outer advice tip is, yeah, if their name starts with a fin, put them in the fin all four.
Fin all four. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Boo.
It better not be. I'm quitting if that's the case.
If what's the case?
I don't want 4 elves in the final 4. Please, no.
No, usually it's Maya.
Please, no.
You get at least 2 Mayas in the final 4.
A Maya, dwarf.
Yeah,
dragon,
I need
Balrog.
Gothmog.
Yeah. Oh, they'll all have something to say before the end. No worries.
Oh yes, I know.
All right. So what do we think about Finrod Felagund, our sort of sorcerer of the elves? He's, as you can see here in the table, his magic is higher than most elves. He's got elven stamina, of course, but his spirit and his magic sort of stand out here. As well as his valor. I mean, this is one of those guys in the lore that he went head to head against Sauron. He did not win, but he didn't really lose either. He was imprisoned and captured, slew a werewolf with his hands and teeth. So we had to give him some melee stats as well as just the sorcery. So I mean, he's a brutal out for someone like Imrahil. I'm looking at advantages for Imrahil. I see ferocity, and that is about it. So extremely favorable odds for Finrod.
Yeah, slight edge maybe in the armor, but it's almost not really
call.
tangible.
Yeah, I think this might be another kind of quick one, to be honest.
Imrahil is cantankerous.
Is he cantankerous?
Both players are good on. Both players are good on defense, so it may take a while.
Yeah. So saith the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Let us fight. Yes, and now it is time for Finrod Felagund against Imrahil. Let us fight. Imrahil, right off the bat, is forced to use his less favorable weapon, the Lance of Dol Amroth, and he fails to engage with that. Advantage to Finrod, who also misses. Imrahil engages but fails to do any damage. Same with Finrod. Oh, whoa. First attack. Tink! So Imrahil strikes with his spear, but doesn't do much damage. Finrod strikes, does damage. Slight smite, but 25 points of it. Nice hit. Imrahil comes and, again, engages but fails to do any damage. Same to Finrod. Back and forth they go. They're dancing. They're still dancing. Good agility, good elusiveness here.
Like Fred Astaire.
Yeah, we got Fred Astaire on the stage. Oh, another hit by Imrahil, but very little damage.
He's not able to do anything against this guy.
Oh, it gets him again, but again, tink.
Yeah, the
Oh,
pregame
Finrod
analysis
comes back
said
with
we
us.
could be here a while.
Oof.
Characters
Serious.
better on defense.
Slight smite. All right,
Imrahil
serious advantage
needs
through
to
18
roll more.
rounds to Finrod Felagund.
Roll. Escape.
Imrahil, they're
Poke him in the eye.
Harry.
It's not over yet.
Poke him in the eye.
Through 25 rounds, they're still dancing.
Poke harder.
Quite an even
harder.
match so far. As far as
Oh, slight smite to Imrahil to even the score.
Ooh.
Woo. Not quite even, but only 20-ish points behind. There's
Over
a
or
chance.
under 70 rounds here?
Oh, jeez.
Imrahil with another hit, but
Under.
tink.
I'm going under 70.
Under
if
70?
Imrahil could just land some
Oh,
shots.
Imrahil, as Chucky
damage.
predicted, is hanging in.
I'm saying Finrod comes out of nowhere with a death blow.
It's that
Are we sure
armor.
Imrahil doesn't have his horse? Oh, he gets him again. Tink.
Dude.
Oh, a big hit.
Oh, no.
Slight smite.
No.
Imrahil is grievously wounded, but not yet slain.
He's almost pooped his pants.
Uh-oh.
Oh, another tink.
Come on, fight
Imrahil
back.
hanging in by 12 points.
Fight back.
Hit, no damage. They're dancing. Oh,
Fight.
he hits them, still doesn't damage. And they're dancing. Engagement, but
For the
no
love
strikes.
of Tolkien, hit him.
Hit, but no damage.
Oh, this is
Imrahil hits,
exciting
no
match.
damage.
Let's go.
Finrod Felagund coming back, no damage. They're dancing. They're
Come on,
dancing.
Imrahil, can you do
Swinging,
something?
Missing,
Dance
getting
fast.
exhausted, pooping in their pants, as Josh says.
Over or under the 70?
Still
Coming
under,
up on 60.
Still under 70.
61st round, no damage.
Still
No
under
damage.
70.
Over.
An epic battle.
75.
Come on,
Imrahil,
Finrod.
can he land a blow? He hits, but no damage.
Son of a bee sting.
He hits, but no damage.
Oh.
Finrod is hanging in.
Under 75? Can we
He
get under
does
75?
no!
But he's still hanging on. He's
down
still
to
hanging
seven.
on.
Over
man.
75.
Imrahil coming back.
Over
Cannot
75.
get a hit in it. Oh, he gets a hit in.
Go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Takes him down
way.
to 23.
He's
Oh,
on his
come on.
knees.
Who will deal the final blow in the
over
most
under
epic of
100.
epic battles?
Finrod Felagund can. Oh,
Imrahil coming, trying desperately to be the first 14-3 upset
Come on.
of the tournament. Oh,
another
they're
tink,
dancing.
tink.
Oh, and I think Finrod slay.
So close yet so
no.
far.
88 rounds.
Oh man, I need some water.
Dude.
He
I need
almost
to
did it,
check
guys.
out. I need to check out. Thanks, you guys.
Dude. What an engine. Way to build it.
This
Thank
is,
you.
Yeah, this
Well,
is great.
Talk to me later if you can think of ways to make it more fun. Okay. Night, everybody.
All right. Night.
You're the best.
Oh right, so that
What a
was epically epic,
What a battle.
What a matchup. Really. Really.
dude.
It was-
Imrahil, I'm proud of him, man. I honestly did not expect that.
Man.
Chucky called that one. I'll go ahead and give you the victory on that one, David.
Well,
Near miss, anyway.
yeah, it was close. Yeah, it was close.
I mean, Finrod
Very awesome.
really
Very
laid
awesome
the hammer
fight.
down at the very end.
I feel like we all really discarded Imrahil's ability on this one, and he just came and surprised every single one of us.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man.
Yeah, he
I
has that
just
heavy armor. He's Delameroth. Yeah, love those guys down there.
he does have the elvish
Hey.
blood.
When we find
Yeah,
a guy
I don't
who's
care about that, Adam.
when we find a guy who's high elusive, high dexterity, and high armor, ruh-roh.
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
how
can
are you
only
gonna hit
help.
him?
I guess you could argue he was slightly underseeded too, but not really. I mean, you can maybe argue Imrahil should have been a 13 in the field. Maybe we can take a look at the bracket just for kicks. 13. Who's the 13? Guys, yeah, guys like Faramir. I mean, pretty even with guys like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
13's like Aomed. Again,
Yeah, like,
his ilk. Dudes like Bolg.
you're asking, is he better than Ironside? and probably not. You know,
He's like Draugluin. Ooh, I'd want to see Imrahil against Draugluin.
we got to run some just randoms. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, losers bracket would be really
losers
cool.
bracket. Yeah, who's sucking the word? Like of the hobbits, who's the shittiest? You know.
I mean, it's got to be Pippin.
It's got to be Pippin.
Hey, now that's not fair.
I mean,
Just because he likes mushrooms.
guys, I lit the beacons, didn't I?
Let's be honest, we all like mushrooms.
Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. Out of all the hobbits, he probably had the least valiant
yummy.
feats. I mean,
Yeah, he rescues Faramir with Beregond in the books. You know that was definitely a hell of a move.
Balrog.
okay, but Mary killed the Witch King. Like
Exactly. Yeah, it's not on the same level.
Well, so it's hard to argue that Pippin did much of anything. No.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'll be honest. I forget in the books if he even lit the beacon. I don't think he did light the beacons. In fact, I'm pretty sure he didn't.
no, he did not.
They gave that to him in the movies, and it was a cool scene. But
So, like-
in the book, he does rescue Faramir from the Pyre of Denethor, along with that Beregond guy who, is Fountain Guardsman who didn't make the movie. That counts, right?
Like,
I mean, that's cool.
Beregond.
But again,
Frodo,
compare that to what the other hobbits do.
Frodo took on the ring. That's
Yep.
got to be his greatest challenge. Like he fought some people and stuff, but like the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Sam fought off Shelob.
Totally.
But which hobbit knew how to cook and grow peppers?
David did.
Sam.
Oh, Sam.
Samwise. The gardener and the cook. Best
Yeah.
hobbit of all. Of them all.
Yeah, pretty much has to be.
Pretty sure Pippin just mentioned.
Plus,
food.
he was fell in battle.
Yeah, it's the cast iron pan.
Yeah, Pippin is pretty awesome.
We have a comment that says Finrod looks like an even gayer David Bowie.
He kind of does.
Facts.
It's like, hey guys, check out this new product for my hair. It's a glowing orb. It adds moisture and stuff. No. Am I blonde or am I a redhead or am I
Well, I mean, he's
orange head?
Galadriel's big brother, so it had to make him a little bit Galadriel-y.
Middle Earth Madness immediately gets canceled.
Oh man, yeah, we're probably into that already.
I meant happy. He looked very happy. That's what I meant. Talking 1940s definition of gay, not
We're totally off the air right now, aren't we? Nope. Dang it.
Whoopsie daisies.
Oopsies. All right, 5 minutes till the next fight. Who do we got next? We've got Treebeard against Dane Iron.
Oh, you have to ask yourself, what would Tolkien think?
Treebeard.
Tolkien would favor Treebeard. Oh,
So-
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
He's an ancient.
But
Oops, I need to change my tagline. It's not Gruyere anymore.
Change your diaper.
Oh, that too. After that last one, man, pooped him.
I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of pooping, I mean, Dane, is he using a battle axe? Because wouldn't that make Treebeard poop his pants?
No, he's seen axes before. He's an ancient, man. Someone's tried to chop him down before, certainly, and then just out of nowhere.
Yeah, but he
Done.
See,
I
that's
think,
how
like,
I feel about it. I feel like Treebeard wins, no doubt. And Adam is like, oh, it's a dwarf with an axe. And I'm like, okay, so.
But
Who cares?
also heavy armor, so I understand that part. But
Yeah, but like, how tall is he? Come on now. It takes one
Mhm.
stomp.
one
Stomp
yeah.
is all it takes.
It's like a cock push-up.
One's all you need.
Yeah.
That joke is not old yet.
Nope, not yet.
No, but
Now-
yeah, I mean, in the stories, Treebeard expresses fear to the hobbits in 2 instances. He's like, the orcs come with fire. We don't like fire. Makes sense. And they come with axes. We don't like axes. Naugrim, the Naugrim, they go way back to that Owlate
Or
tale in Yavanna.
multiple.
Yeah. And Dane has the what kind of nuts did Treebeard
They don't
have?
like a bunch of orcs chopping down the forest around them, the unprotected trees. But they're not talking about like a 1v1. They're just annoyed watching the trees around them get chopped down that aren't Ents or whatever. Like, I think that's what they meant, to be honest. But
yeah, I'm
I
wondering
could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong before.
what other kind of weapon is even going to do damage to a dude like Treebeard, though? I mean, besides like Maya stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about that. An axe or some kind of fire, or I mean, I don't really know. And then, of course, we could argue between, we may have this Jackson Treebeard stuck in our head where, there are different interpretations for the Ents for the books. So,
Dude, Santiago, great line.
Yeah, do Ents get morning wood? Who knows?
Who knows? Oh, in the chat, who would win, Treebeard or Groot? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Both trees.
I guess Groot would be like a tree wizard.
What say you?
I am Groot.
I don't even know who Groot is, man. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Marvel movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, the one with Chris Pratt.
Oh, yeah.
Tree character.
Got it. Yeah, dude, Treebeard. Ain't close.
I think he only says, I am Groot or something like that. Like, that's his only thing he says.
Okay.
Yeah, he speaks in I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Gotcha. I remember, those weren't bad movies. Those were entertaining.
No.
But like Space Raccoons and Purple or green Chicks and yeah. I can do Lord of the Rings, so I have to be able to do Space Raccoons. Like, it's not that much of an extension, but I don't gotta like it as much, I guess.
You can say like the green chick is where you do the line. I don't know.
Green Chick is where I do the line.
It's just...
Actually, it's not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of remember the green chick being hot. No?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe. Who played her?
who are we talking about?
The green chick in that Space Raccoon movie.
Description's hilarious.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Luckily, there's a fight to recenter this show coming up here.
Get back on the rails here.
Ring goes off. Ring goes on.
Ring goes on. Ring goes off.
Let us fight then.
Ooh, these guys are.
The last fight of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have Treebeard, the 6th seed in the Mordor region, against Dane the 2nd, Ironfoot, a dwarf of the Iron Hills. So, as you can see at a glance in the chart here, more of the advantages go to Treebeard, the 6th seed, as you'd expect. And he does have very favorable odds here, but the dwarf, Dane, being a dwarf, has badass armor. He's actually got slightly better accuracy, which you wouldn't expect in the ranged phase of battle. He has better dexterity, which you would expect, although his dexterity isn't great. He has good deflection, again with the armor, but so does Treebeard. And that's about it. The rest of the advantages go in Treebeard's favor. So let's see if we can have the second 11-6 upset of the evening.
These
Does Dain join Boromir in the halls of the victorious?
these look a lot closer.
Right off the bat, Treebeard's forced to use his less favorable weapon, his gnarled fists. Treebeard would prefer to throw rocks and boulders, but he misses. Dain, a strike right off the bat.
Whoa!
Heavily hewn.
Jiminy.
What?
The
red axe.
The red axe of the Iron Hills. But Treebeard's not out of it yet. He tosses and misses. Dain comes back again and ends it. Oh
No.
my God.
Goodness, bro.
Even worse than the Boromir performance.
Okay.
No way.
No way. Yeah, I'm not sure quite
was
what
the
happened
axe.
there. After an 80-round fight, this one goes 4, and Dain absolutely annihilates Treebeard.
Dude, the engine's tired.
The engine might be tired. Yeah, I mean,
That's wild.
that is really wild. Yeah, that's bonkers, actually. So right off the bat, he was forced to use melee, and once he shouldn't. I guess he shouldn't have gone melee, because Dain quickly got the advantage. Gamora, Patty Mad says. I don't know what that means.
That's the name of the green chick.
Oh, it's the name of the green chick in the Space Raccoon movie.
Thanks,
Mhm.
Patrick.
Thank you, Patty Man.
Oh.
I thought you were talking like Sodom. I was like, oh, okay, we're going here.
Yeah. Dang. Well, that puts an interesting
Man,
nightcap on the evening.
Yeah.
Because that was an absolute beatdown. Dain was having none of it.
you know what? This is giving me like Texas Tech, North Carolina
Oh,
State
my
vibes from this year's tourney, and it's
Yeah.
still a bad taste in my mouth. So this one is a little bit upsetting to me.
Me too,
Yes,
man.
yeah, it's very annoying.
It
Treebeard
almost
is.
it.
A pussy.
Yeah, not
No.
only that, but that's the second. Well, it wasn't quite a death stroke though, if you look at it, because he
It's
scored
too
that early, heavily hewn blow.
Yeah. Too heavy
so-
hits.
Yeah, two heavy hits by Dain, and the striking potential of dwarfs is up there in the battle stats. So
Yeah, like Treebeard, man, his elusiveness is basically nothing. So every one of Ironfoot's hits are going to get through.
yeah, also true. Yeah, and that's really his main disadvantage. Well, honestly, that's what makes him a 6 and not something like a 4. Along with some of those top tier L's, maybe a 5.
Yeah.
Like he could be a 5 or a 6, but for that lack of elusiveness.
Yeah. I think that's going to hurt him long term. Like the more we do these tournaments, the more we're going to see that Treebeard is not a hero that's like the Tolkien lore kind of puts out.
Yeah, look, heroes in Tolkien, they go back and forth,
He
right?
needs
Some of
that
them
help.
Yeah.
Some of them are fated to do heroic things, and some of them kind of just step up out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, it's like Theoden needing his horses. Like Treebeard needs his Ents.
Yeah.
He's the shepherd. He's not the. I don't know.
He might be shepherding some bets on the side there.
Oh,
Throw that out there. It's just
It's all fixed.
Oh,
You're saying
It's all
he's-
fixed.
you're saying he's a Pete Rose, huh?
For
You're
the
saying
bets.
Treebeard's a Rose.
So let's
Or
take
is
a
he-
look at-
He's the new Shohei
I guess
Ohtani.
the only real instance we have of the Ents, like fighting, is against an unprepared enemy that was like, the rest of that army was. So like from a book perspective, I'm thinking more or less, right? Like, it's hard to say how dominant they were necessarily.
Right.
So, against a fully armored dwarf like Dain Ironfoot, maybe.
Yeah, and if I had that outcome, I can't take credit, and I'm not going to be an apologist for it. It's a weird one. I would never have picked it in a million years. That's how algorithms are sometimes. But guess what? That's also how tournaments are a lot of the time. The basketball tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Weird shit happens, man. The puck bounces a certain way. In any single elimination tournament, you're going to get weird stuff.
Puck luck.
That in particular, though. Say again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one in particular.
No, I
though,
said puck luck, just bouncing off of you.
Got it. Puck luck. Exactly. I mean, that one in particular, Dane, if you guys remember in the War of Orcs and Dwarves, though, he was stout. Like, I think for Dane, we think of him like arriving at the Battle of Five Armies and sort of bailing out the 13 dwarfs in Thorin's company, right? Because 13 couldn't have tangled with an army of men and an army of elves. Mm-hmm. But then Dane's army shows up, and he's those poor Scotsmen. They always end up playing dwarves, right? Dwarves have to have a Scottish accent now. What's up with that? Anyway, the Scottish guy shows up, William Wallace style, and
that's Mike Myers' fault, by the way.
Lifts his kilt and shows him his junk, and then beats everyone to death with his wiener or whatever it is. I mean, I enjoyed it. That's cool. But I also think back to the war of, the Battle of Azanul-Bizad, where he goes head to head in a fury against Azog and decapitates that dude while they're along with Thorin in vengeance for killing who was it, Nain the King and Thrain in that war. And no one could withstand it. Those were orcs, of course, not Ents.
Yeah,
but. Long way of saying that Dane is a stout dude.
Okay, I got an answer for you, but I want to know y'all's answer. So after that battle, let's see. If you know, what kind of nuts did Treebeard have after that battle? Anyone got an idea?
The joke. I'm anticipating the joke.
Non-existent. Those
acorns.
Little teeny tiny acorns. Because that guy sucked. Easy way to put it.
Yeah, he did not. To answer that question, he did not have morning wood.
No, he did not. He did not wake up ready to roll. No.
And he's the only Ent in the field, man. So he's extinct now. His kind. Maybe we'll put Quick Beam in there next year.
Yeah, watch him chop him down and light his butt on fire too.
No.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
dude,
little pencil tape.
Dude,
so we were that close to having an Imrahil Dane 14.
That would have been
11 matchup in the second round, man.
Instead,
we get Dane against Josh's favorite Finrod Felagund.
88 rounds, man.
I know. Yeah, that was crazy. Game of the tournament so far, eh?
For real. And I love this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Hopefully, as we wrap here tonight, night 1 of 4 that will take us through all the battles in the first round this week. Hopefully, it was fun for everyone watching. We got some good comments out there. We had a little bit of a larger audience than expected. So, and a great panel. I appreciate all you guys.
Guests.
It was rad to see Nathan too.
Yeah, dude, that was unexpected. We'll take it.
I don't think he recognizes me, but that's fine.
Yeah, Nathan is awesome.
I don't know.
I haven't seen him since your wedding.
Oh, dude. No, you only saw his brother, Brent. You haven't seen him since that Colorado road trip.
Whoa, even longer.
Sorry, Chucky, what'd you say? We got a delay or something.
No, Chucky, I was just saying that we keep in contact, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that's
yeah.
Right. All right, guys. Well, let's sign off for night 1 here. That's 8 battles in the book. Our brackets are progressing. We are looking good. We got 1 night of battles under our belt, so we can get better and smoother with all the tools we're working with behind the scenes here.
Right on. That was very fun.
Awesome.
Yes, some excellent.
Hey, while we were
battles.
streaming, I was eating a hot sauce from New Zealand.
It's not as good as yours, though, dude.
Are you just bragging? Like, what's the deal? What's going on?
Do we have our first sponsor?
No, I'm just saying. It's
Hobbits, New
it's-
Zealand, Lord of the
they
Rings.
should. Yeah, actually, a friend brought it to me. They just went to New Zealand and brought me this hot sauce that, you know.
Nice.
So, anyways, I just realized it. I was eating it with dinner, while we were streaming, and realized that it was kind of, it's ironic because we're, Lord of the Rings, New Zealand, all that. Apparently, they get a little bit annoyed with that, but whatever. Like the New Zealanders, when you're like, "Oh, do you like Lord of the Rings?" They're like, "Okay, we get it. It was filmed."
It's like,
here." But
what
anyhow,
else do they have? Freaking rugby. Do you like the Black Hawk, or do you like the Black Flags? What are they? The
Black shirts.
Black shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
I don't know.
But dude,
I just want
burying the lead, David makes better hot sauce than whatever he's eaten from New Zealand. I can pretty much guarantee that. So check out his store. And hit up.
Shucks, thank you.
Let's put a link on the chat.
Yeah, drop a link in the chat. Whatever, it's D Lab hot sauce. Just Google it. DLAB.
Yep.
That's good stuff. All different kinds. There you go. D Lab hot sauce. Get some.
Yeah.
And with that, I'll thank everyone for watching, man.
All right, y'all. Good night.
Great first night. And until the next battle, remember, as Professor Tolkien says, you can only come to the morning through the night. And where there is life, there is always hope. So you're never out of the fight.
Word.